The last of the undefeateds fell over the weekend as there were a pair of overtime games and several close contests in men's basketball. Boston U, Navy, and Colgate are tied atop the standings at 3-1, while 4 teams sit in a deadlock at 2-2. Here are the highlights from Saturday. Cedric Hankerson pushed Boston U out in front by 9 early, but Lafayette went on a run and Seth Hendricks cut it to 6 with his layup right before the buzzer. After Joey Tazinski drained a 3 to shrink Boston U's lead down to 1, Eric Fanning scored on a fast break to extend the lead back out to 9 points. Lafayette wasn't done though, as Dan Triss capped a 14-4 run to make it 57-56 with 5:04 left. Boston U thought it had the game winner when Justin Austin tipped it in with 7 seconds left to put the Terriers up 62-61. But Lafayette's Zach Roofer drove baseline and threw it off the glass and in for the 63-62 win. Army ran out to a 17-10 lead early against rival Navy, but the Mids rallied back to beat the Black Knights 75-66 in a game televised on CBS Sports Network. Kendall Knorr led Navy with 17 points and Brandon Venturini had 15. Americans' Jesse Reed scored 21 points, including a 3 near the end of the first half to close out a 10-4 run and lead 32-27 at the break. Ethan Jacobs hit a 3 to put Colgate ahead with 2:21 left in regulation, but Pee Wee Gardner forced overtime with his last-second layup to tie it at 54. Reed scored with 31 seconds left in the first overtime to knot the score at 62 and force a second overtime. That's where the Eagles pulled away as Charlie Jones and Marco Vasic both scored late buckets to keep Colgate at bay in the 71-69 win. Holy Cross stormed out to a 24-9 lead 12 minutes in against Bucknell, and the Crusaders led 32-23 at halftime thanks to a late layup by Malachi Alexander. Morgan Christopher nailed a jumper to keep the double-digit lead intact at 41-29, but Bucknell went on a 22-5 run to take a 51-47 lead. Alexander hit a pair of late free throws to tie it up and force overtime, and the Crusaders used 9 free throws in the extra session to take care of Bucknell. Chris Haas had one last chance for the Bison, but his 3 clanked off iron, sealing the 65-62 win. Loyola's Tyler Hubbard was on fire in the first half at Lehigh, hitting 4 threes to help the Greyhounds take a 33-23 lead into the break. Lehigh battled back and tied it at 48 on a fast break dunk, but back-to-back threes by Andre Walker put Loyola out in front 51-50 and extended it to 54-50 less than a minute later. Eric Laster, who had 17 points, made it 3 straight threes for Loyola, and the Greyhounds held on for the 65-60 win. 5 games are on tap for Wednesday, and all of them will be live on the PLN. Log on to PatriotLeague.tv for the complete schedule of events. For the Patriot League Network, I'm Jimmy Johnson.